How are you? If you can guess who I was impersonating there, you are my new favorite subscriber. And the mirror. If you can guess what this mirror is from and who I was impersonating, then comment down below. That's your first challenge this video. Anyway, you can see my Rudolph ears. I wish I had mini ears to wear, but I don't. So in today's video, as you've probably read from the title, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me, very simple everyday makeup people, nothing crazy, and a get to know me tag. Now, the get to know me tag, I've kind of made up myself. I've just chosen about, I think it's 12 or 13, 12 questions, I think. I've gone through a few different tags, looked at questions people picked, and just picked out a few myself. So not everything I saw I wanted to do myself, so I've just picked out a few. And I am going to be doing my makeup just while I do it, just kind of like this, or maybe this side is better. Yeah, that side's a little better. So as you can see now, I have nothing on my face at all. I have literally just cleaned it and moisturized it, and that is it. So let's get into the video. How is everyone? Thank you so much for joining me from last time. I want to show you the first thing I'm going to be using. Now this is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. Now as you can see, the writing has rubbed off. You just have this left on it. Now this is in the color 2 Light. Because you can probably see I am very pale, and this is even still a little bit dark for my skin. So I'm going to be using this first, and the first question we're going to be picking up is, where am I from? So, I mean, probably a few people will know from my accent where I am from. So I'm from Ireland. If it wasn't obvious to you already, I'm just popping this all over the face. You can see just any areas I have redness is where I put this. Now this is going to give you a really light coverage, so it's perfect for everyday wear, I think anyway. So I'm from Ireland. If you know Ireland a little bit more specifically, I grew up in Limerick and I now live in Naas. So that's kind of more specifically where I'm from. But yeah, I mean, there's not really much to say about that. I'm not going to give specifics of where I live and things like that, but that's kind of the gist of it anyway. The second question is jobs. Now I put this down, I saw people doing it, and I do currently work. I work full-time. I work in a bank, kind of in like a call center environment, so but it's doing loans for people over the phone. So that is my current job. I don't love it because it's a bank. It's not the most fun place to work in the world, but yeah, that's my current job. Now I have had lots of other jobs, but I just kind of want to let you know about those as well, just to kind of show you it looks weird on my eyes, just kind of show you the coverage that is going to give to your skin. It's just really light. Like, it's a nice coverage, but it's just really, really light. And that's that one. So my first proper job was actually in a bank as well, working in like a branch. That was my first ever job, just like customer service and like a teller. After that, my next job was actually working for NARS, which was a job that I really, really did like as a first kind of proper job. Sorry, I never showed you guys what I'm putting on. I'm putting on the Infallible More Than Concealer, and this is in the color 320 Porcelain. This is really light, as you can see, but this concealer you need so little of, like the coverage is just amazing. Anyways, so my first job was in NARS. I worked for NARS. Anyone who doesn't know what NARS is, they are a makeup company. I worked for them for about a year and a half maybe. And I did like that job. Like, it was a really, really cool job. We got to go to London to do training with like really talented makeup artists, and it was amazing. I really, really liked that job. But then I ended up moving, so I needed to change job. So I worked for another makeup company, Laura Mercier. I think I worked for Laura Mercier for 3 months. Laura Mercier was not my favorite job. It was a really hard job. Just the managers, it was just really, really tough. So I worked there for a very, very short period of time. Then after that, I worked in a Waterstones. So anyone from Ireland or England or Scotland or Wales, you're going to know Waterstones is a bookshop. And I loved that job. That was a really, really good job. It was, you know, it was just fun. Like, it was a fun place to work. I liked talking about books. I got really into reading while I worked there, as I hadn't been before really into it. Sorry, I'm just kind of spot concealing any areas that need a little bit of extra coverage with this. That's all I'm doing right now. And as you can see, I use my hands for all of this. I just find it better. That's a NARS tip. Makes it look more natural just if you use your hands for everything. But yeah, I loved that job. But it wasn't like a forever job, if you know what I mean. I wasn't really earning that much money. Me and Luke did want to buy a house, and in that job, I was never going to be able to buy a house. So that then is when I got my job in the bank where I work now. And it's grand. It's a fine job, you know, it pays the bills, but you know, it's just fine. And they have been all my jobs. Yeah, there hasn't been any jobs that I can think of off the top of my head right now. So next what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set my makeup, and this is a very sad looking Rimmel Stay Matte transparent always powder. This powder is my favorite powder. There is no other powder I have tried, no matter how expensive the powder is. You know, I've tried them all, I really have, and this is my absolute favorite pressed powder, because it is, as much as other powders like to say they're transparent, they're not, or translucent or whatever, they're not, and they always leave a hue to your skin, whether that be yellow, brown, you know, whatever the hue is. But this one is completely transparent. To put it on, I am using a Morphe by Jaclyn Hill brush. This is the JH01. So that's the brush I'm using to apply it. It's just a really big fluffy brush and just gets the product on really, really quickly. I'm going to be using all Jaclyn Hill by Morphe brushes for my birthday, maybe a year, maybe 2 years ago. I can't remember how long ago that was. My boyfriend just bought me the full set of them, so I still use them all, always, because they're good, and who has time to be buying expensive brushes? So that's kind of the first 3 steps down. Next question is college. So do I go to college? Did I go to college? So there is kind of 2 answers to this. When I originally left school, I went to college to study arts, which is not art like as in drawing, but an arts degree is in English and geography. So, or it can be any 2 subjects you want it to be, but mine was in English and geography. The degree wasn't too bad, but I really struggled in college. The first time I went, I just found I was really lonely and isolated after school. And I ended up dropping out after kind of a year and a half of college. And that was it. I kind of left it at that. Now I am back in college part-time, and I am studying law. I'm kind of doing it like evenings, weekends, because obviously I'm working full-time, but I'm really enjoying it. I really, really like it. I feel like I'm much more mature now than I was when I was like 19 when I first went into college, and I'm just, you know, finding it easier, just getting on with it, you know, and I'm really enjoying it. So yeah. Just to kind of let you know what I'm doing right now, because I didn't really tell you before I started. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow palette. I think this only comes in 1 colour. No, it says fair medium, so maybe it comes in more colours. And this is what it looks like on the inside. So I'm just using the bronze shade here, and I'm just going around in like a 3. So like whoop, whoop. So it's a 3 or an E, whichever you want to call it. And we're just contouring quickly in those areas. Nothing, again, major, just a little bit of contour. And then I'm going to use the highlight on the other side and just put that on the cheekbones and a few other areas. But yeah, I'm not going to talk too much about the makeup. So relationship status is my next question. So I do have a boyfriend, Luke. We have been together for coming on to 7 years now. So 6 years last year. So in August, September time, we will be together 7 years, which is crazy. But it's brilliant, you know. Luke's amazing. It feels like we've been together kind of since we were kids at this stage. And we've kind of grown up together, but yeah, he's amazing, and we're together now 7 years, and hopefully you'll see him in some of the vlogs upcoming, so that'll be your time to meet Luke. Favorite movie. So I put this down, but I'm actually not sure what my favorite movie is. You can just see the highlighter there, looking beat. I'm not sure what my favorite movie is. There's a few of them. I'm gonna use next the Jenna Frooms palette. Now this is from Penny's Primark. My mom got it for me for Christmas. And I'm just gonna be going in with this shade here as a blush. Favorite movie, like years ago when I was like a teenager, I would have said Twilight. Like Twilight was my jam. I loved it. I still do kind of like it, if I'm honest. After that, after Twilight, like nowadays, I love The Breakfast Club. One of my favorite movies. I love Clueless. I love Mean Girls. You know, all really girly movies. But Conan, sorry about him. But they would be, I think they would be my favorite movies. Other than that, I cannot think of another movie that, like if I asked, I'm trying to think if I asked like my family or Luke, or what would they say my favorite movies are, and Luke would probably say Clueless or The Breakfast Club. My mom would probably say, I don't know, what would you say? Comment down below. What would you say? I don't know. Next I have favorite celebrity. Now this is hard. Like I like celebrities obviously, but I don't think I have like one celebrity where I'm like, oh my god, that's my favorite celebrity, I love them. Trying to think of people on like Instagram and stuff that I like. I really like Chrissy Teigen. I find her very funny, which I'm sure everyone does. I like Ian Somerhandler from The Vampire Diaries, just because I loved that show and I loved him in it and I like him. But yeah, I don't know if I have a favorite celebrity. No, I don't think so. There's a few different ones that I like, and it's mostly just people from, you know, TV shows and stuff like that. But yeah. My next one I have is favorite TV show. Now my favorite TV show is definitely Friends. 100%. I don't think there will ever be a TV show that replaces it in my eyes. I don't think there can be. You know, they can try, but I don't think they will. Like I do love The Vampire Diaries as well. Like love it. It's so good. And I know The Vampire Diaries isn't everyone's cup of tea, but Twilight is, or Twilight, Friends is everyone's cup of tea. But yeah, I love Friends. That will always and forever be my favorite TV show. Always. I can never choose another one. Other TV shows I like, definitely The Vampire Diaries, definitely The Walking Dead. I liked for seasons, and then I got sick of it and stopped watching it after season 6. So that's weird. And The Vampire Diaries and Big Bang Theory and Sex and the City, and there's a lot of TV shows I do like, but Friends will always be my ultimate number one. Sorry, I need to show you what I'm using for my eyebrows. So I'm using this L'Oreal Paradise Pomade, what's that called? Ecstatic. So it just looks like this. It's L'Oreal. I'm using it in the color Light Blonde 101. So this is it. So basically it comes with a little brush, which is so dirty because I use it every day. And it comes with a pomade, which is nearly gone because I absolutely love this. Now, I have made the next few questions Disney related because, you know, obviously, why wouldn't I? So the first question is my favorite Disney park. Now, this is tough. I have thought about this before, and I think my favorite Disney park is Hollywood Studios. Because Tower of Terror, just to skip to the next question, Tower of Terror is my favorite ride. But it's very much a throw up between Flight of Passage and Tower of Terror. I cannot decide which one is my favorite ride. Like Flight of Passage, the first time I went on it, I was like, oh my god, this is just the most amazing ride I've ever been on. But Tower of Terror is just so fun that it's just really hard. And look, they're gonna have to be joint favorites. Like I could not choose one and say, you know, I'm only gonna go on that one for the rest of my life. Yeah, no, I couldn't do that. So yeah, I'm just finishing off the old eyebrows here, guys. That's them done. So next question is first time in Disney. So first time I went to Disney World, I believe I was 5, maybe 6. My mom can correct me on that one in the comments if she wants, because I'm not 100% sure about that. I was in Disneyland Paris. Now I've been in Disneyland Paris only twice since then. Wow, only twice since then. I went with my family again when I was about 17. We stayed in Sequoia. No, we didn't. Hotel Cheyenne, I believe we stayed in. Now again, I might need to be corrected on that one. It's a long time, but I think it was Hotel Cheyenne. And that's when I was 17. And then the last time I was there, it was just for like a day, and it was just me and Luke went there. And that was a few years ago now, so due a trip back at this stage. Just to kind of show you what I'm doing now. So this is the Modern Renaissance Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. It's so dirty because it's like a fabric and I've had it for so long. But this is the inside of it, and as you can see, I've hit pan on multiple shadows. This eyeshadow palette has been so used. It's so brilliant. I'm using this color right here, which is called Tempera, and I'm just literally popping that all over the lid just as a base. That's all I'm doing. But yeah, so that was my first time in Disneyland Paris. My first time in Disney World was in 2018. Me and my whole family and Luke went there, and it was amazing. But I'm going to do a trip report on that coming up soon, so you'll be seeing that anyway. Favorite book? My favorite book is, I'm looking at my bookshelf, A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. So without a doubt, it is my favorite book. I'm going to get it and show it to you. So this is them all. They were just stacked on my bookshelf. And this is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. But there is A Court of Wings and Ruin, A Court of Mist and Fury, and A Court of Frost and Starlight, which is the newest one. They're my absolute favorite books in the world. Again, like Friends, it'll be hard to replace them. But I do read a good bit. I've been a bit bad lately with my reading. I used to read so much more than I read now, but I do find it hard to get the time to read, like with work and with college. I find at the end of the day I'm really tired, and I literally just want to go on TikTok and just laugh at people rather than focus on a book, you know. Sorry, what I'm doing now is I have this warm taupe shade. I'm just blending it on the lid and blending it underneath the lid. That's all I'm doing. The next question I have is my favorite YouTuber. Now, kind of like Friends, I kind of like the favorite book. We're going to be going along the same lines here again. I'm going to be using Vermeer, this color here, and just sweeping that over the lid. I just want to show you. It gives a really nice like sheen to the lid that I really like. And I put it in the inner corner as well. Doesn't that look cute? So yeah, with that I'm going on the same lines, as in I have one true favorite and I don't think it's ever going to change, and my one true favorite is Shane Dawson, hence the mirror. I have the palette here as well, but I'm not using it today because it's a bit, I just want to show it to you guys, the conspiracy palette. I have it, but it's, you know, there's a lot of colour in it, and I just wanted this to be like an everyday look, and I didn't want to get sidetracked and start putting yellow on my eyelids, because that's what I'll do if I see it in a palette. So so Shane Dawson is my absolute favourite YouTuber. I'm just going to use the L'Oreal Tattoo Signature liner right now and just line my eyes. I'm not going to flick them out or anything. He is my absolute favourite YouTuber. He always will be, I think. I don't think anyone will ever replace him. But I have so many YouTubers that I love. I love Jenna Marbles. She is another very strong contender for me. I find Jenna's kind of new stuff, it's very on and off for me. What I'm going to do is because I'm messing this liner up, I'm going to pause the video for a second and I'll be right back when my liner is done, okay? Hi! eyeliner is done, so that's that done. So lastly, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to go in with some mascara. Now I was going to use one of my favorite mascaras, which is this one, but I got it in Italy and I feel like people aren't going to be able to get it, so there's not really much point showing it. But it's called Ufidra Black Up Mascara. Now, look, maybe you can get it in other places, but if you can't, my absolute other favourite is the Bad Gal Bang by Benefit. So they're my two faves. But as I was saying, Shane Dawson, absolute favourite YouTuber in the world. Jenna Marbles, amazing, love her as well. In my last video, I put down below in the description my favourite like Disney YouTubers. So absolutely, I love them so much as well. But YouTube is something I have been on since when? Oh my god, since I was about 14 and I am now 25. So I've been like 11 years watching YouTube videos now, and it's a long time, you know. So I've watched a lot of people on YouTube, and so it's tough to pick. It is tough to pick your favorite. I'm just doing mascara without looking now because it's actually easier when you're filming to do it and not look. But yeah, so that's kind of my, they'd be my favorite YouTubers. Like I have to just say Shane Dawson and Jenna Marbles because I love those two so much. But yeah, I love YouTube. YouTube gives me so many hours of entertainment, and I'm sure if you're here watching this video you absolutely love YouTube as well, because why else would you be here? But yeah, like they were all of my questions that I had written down to answer for you guys, but I don't know like if that's enough. I'll probably do another one of these videos at a later stage just so I can tell you more things about myself, because I probably haven't included everything about myself. I definitely haven't. I want to give a shout out to Zach Murray, who is definitely watching this video right now. So Zach is my younger brother and my biggest supporter and fan of my YouTube channel. So thank you so much for watching, Zach. Give it a like. I just know he's watching, so it's cute to call out. But yeah, like that's all the questions. If you have questions that you want me to answer, please comment them down below. And what I will do is if you know anyone leaves any questions at all, I'll put them on my Instagram. I'll do a live, not a live, but I'll just do an Instagram story answering that question, and just save it on my stories so you can view it in the future if you need to. But that's what I'll do. So, and if there's loads of questions, I might do another video. So we'll see. I hope you enjoyed the makeup look. Look, if you have any questions on the makeup or anything about makeup at all, please comment them down below as well. I am a trained beauty therapist and I have worked for makeup companies in the past, so I know quite a lot about makeup. I was gonna, last thing I do before I go off, I always do my Fix Plus, just spritz her on. Feels so good. Oh, you probably can't see that mist, but it feels amazing. But yeah, there isn't really anything else I have to tell you guys about today. So look, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to me because I really want to make more YouTube videos. And I'll just see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye!